Hello, it's the Fat Boy back in the second episode of the Formula 1 2021 Backmarkers, the Champions Part 2 here. And we are now in qualifying in the circuit, the Barcelona, Catalonia. In the last episode, we get 4 points in our debut in Bahrain. We're doing one-shot qualifying as always, heading into the final corner. Valtteri Bottas is the fastest man on the track at the moment. Now it's Verstappen, and now we are in P15. Heading down the final chicane, the left right hander coming out in third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, out deploying DRS, and we finish a lap, and it's going to be P15. Yes, Nicholas Latifi is in P19, and this should be very fun race.
The Spanish Grand Prix has been a permanent fixture on the Formula 1 calendar for over 30 years now, and for good reason. Do you remember Michael Schumacher's absolute dominance here in that rain-soaked Grand Prix in 1996? That day he took his first ever victory for Ferrari, and we've had many more iconic moments since. The Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya, a track that will certainly force the drivers to push themselves. It consists of a very impressive main straight going into turn 1. It's a straight that also offers a DRS zone, so it's likely to be a hot spot for overtakes. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are three main things to worry about there, Crofty: positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Hamilton, Charles Leclerc and Norris, Sainz, Ricciardo, Gasly and Sebastian Vettel, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda and Ocon, the Black Mamba, Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi and Mick Schumacher, Latifi and Nikita Mazepin. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Hello, now we're in the race, and I'm just fooling around with the pit strategies again, underfilling the car by half a lap as always, making sure that we are using the correct pit strategy. And we're now ready for the race as the 5 lights go out. Here comes the 4th light, the 5th light, and it's lights out and away we go. We get quite a good launch and quite a good getaway. Lance Stroll doesn't, and we are using our overtake mode just to catch up to the midfield pack. It's quite bunched up in front of us right there. Yuki Tsunoda right in front of us. Heading down the first corner, and we go around the outside of Yuki Tsunoda and we spin on the curb. And we're now dropping to P20, dead last in just one corner. Now this is not a perfect start that we wanted, but this is just the beginning. We still got 16 more laps, and let's hope that everything goes well. Cutting to lap 4, on the same turn, but just different lap. Don't get confused. We're heading down turn 4. Nikita Mazepin is in front of us, heading down the downhill left-hander of turn 5, and someone span. It's Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz span. He's now on the gravel right now. We need to have a replay at that. Let's have a replay. Here now. Here's Carlos Sainz in P6. Lando Norris behind him. His teammate Charles Leclerc in front of him. Yeah, Carlos Sainz. Oh, he just. Oh, the rear wheels. It must be wheel spin. We need to have another angle to be sure what's going on. So we're going to the onboard camera here. Okay, so far everything is good. Yes, his throttle input is too much. He went on the throttle too early, so it's good to see AI making mistakes like us. And going down to lap 6, we caught up to Nikita Mazepin. Sainz Behind us, Nicholas Latifi is actually out of the race due to a DNF, and we make a big move on the inside of Mazepin on the hairpin. Actually, I didn't think that this would work, but eventually it did, so you just have to try, you know, never say never in F1. And actually now is a pit window, so we're gonna head into the pits to change to the mediums. As we want to box this lap. We're coming in at P17, making sure that we don't change the front wing. Heading down the pit entry. We got quite a good pit entry, and Mazepin is also following us. And we're the only Williams kind of race. Again, Nicholas Latifi is out due to a component failure, but I just didn't show you because I forgot. I just cut that out. So we're now in the pit stop. The pit crew a bit slow, but we get 2.5 second pit stop. Okay lah, they're consistent in the pit stops, especially in Bahrain. We got a 2.4 second pit stop. Mazepin again still behind us in the mediums as well. Everyone should be going to the mediums. As now we head down the first chicane, we don't spin, so that's good.
It looks like we might have an issue. Hang in there, we're attempting to manage it.
Okay, oh wow, another problem with the engine. This is the second time already. Hopefully it ends well. Hopefully we don't get out of the race. Hopefully we don't retire.
We can confirm that it's an issue with our engine. Okay, touch wood. Seems like the fault has resolved itself.
Okay, good. At least we have good news again. Now heading down the first chicane again in lap 11, and this time we spin out once again and we damage the front wing. What am I doing on this track? I'm no good, man.
The virtual safety car has been deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. There's been an incident resulting in a high level of debris on the track.
Now we have to head into the pit lane, and we are now dead last technically because Latifi is out. And we're gonna have to change the front wing. We're the only one in the pit box, and the VSC or virtual safety car is over already. So we're gonna get lapped. So this is not gonna end well for us. Heading down the pit exit, and Perez and Lewis Hamilton has gone past us, and now it's blue flag for us, and I just decided to let Leclerc pass. So lucky that we don't have any warnings, just cause we had to let them through. And now we just go down to lap 16. So now we get a warning, and Valtteri Bottas wins the race, and we just come out in dead last.
Alright, race over. We'll take care of the car on the way in.
A real team effort which has paid off in spades. A great victory here at the Spanish Grand Prix. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
Yeah, take a look at that. Both Williams cars taking out the last two spots on the grid. And we get two upgrades done. The energy stall cells positioning and the crankshaft. So that's good. But now we are heading to the Monaco Grand Prix. We are heading to the Principality. I don't think this is going to be good. Especially with the lack of downforce compared to other cars. And in Monaco you're gonna need a lot of downforce. And if you made it to the end of this video, all I have to say is just be sure to drop a sub, like, and just turn on notifications in order not to miss uploads on Saturday. So I'll just see you next time. Bye bye.